Alright guys, this is I am Vanguard's cameraman for a while. He's over there somewhere fixing his spikes. And this is his friend Dan.
Hey, I'm also Iamvanguard, but whatever.
Yeah. Sorry if I zoomed in. Yeah, so what deck is this?
So guys, this is gonna be deck profile for Eradicators. So let's get started. This is a starter for Eradicators. This is Linshu, and his skill is that when his boosted attack is the Vanguard, then he gets to go into Soul by counterblasting, and I can retire grade 1 or lower rearguard that opponent has. So it's technically a better selection, and I'm really liking it because it synergizes with the deck a lot. So that's the starter I use. And of course, being Eradicators, I run through the Break Rise, the Balanced Sword Dragon. I'm pretty sure most of you know what he does. When you ride the Narcomi on top of him, then the Vanguard gets 10,000 power, and you can also, it's not really broken, but you can retire front row unit the opponent has, one of them, and he also gets a +2 when he's attacking, and your opponent has 3 or more damage. So he's pretty solid, he's okay, especially when you ride something like 2 Gauntlet Buster. Gauntlet Buster is actually pretty good. People tend to use another grade 3 over him, but I really like him because he pressures your opponent mid-game and forces out a lot of cards since the crit that he gets scares them. So I personally really like him. I might put one more of him in, but he's right now it's fine at 2. But yeah, so I like him. And of course, the card that everyone's waiting for, Dragonic Descendant.
Card so don't like that card.
There's a reason why he got restricted to 2. Of course, I'm adhering to the restriction that was put in Japan because I'm running Japanese cards. But yeah, I'm pretty sure most of you know what he does. He restands if his attack doesn't hit, and he has a +1 crit by discarding 3 Eradicators and counterblasting 1. So yeah, he's really good. Especially like if your opponent's gonna be at 4 damage or 5 damage, your opponent really can't do anything except to like either take the hit or just waste a lot of cards. So he's pretty much a bully in the late game. So yeah, there's a reason why he got restricted. But yeah, he's a really good card, and if your opponent has 5 damage at late game, then you're pretty much guaranteed to win. So yeah, 2 of him. I run 4 Thunderboom Dragon. Yeah, generic Eradicator 10k. So
10k vanillas. Gotta run them.
now there are some mixed arguments about this. I run 3 Dragonic Death Sight. He's not an Eradicator, but the retiring skill comes into play or comes useful a lot of times, and he works well with Gauntlet Buster as well, so he's really good. Even though he's not an Eradicator, it's not like he goes in the damage zone all the time, and if he does, then you can just use him in the damage zone for counterblast that's not in a special counterblast. So he doesn't really impede the deck in its performance, so don't worry about putting him in the deck because he helps a lot. Now for another grade 2, Spark Rain Dragon. Now I first have to say this thing is a bitch to get. You cannot find him online anywhere, and if you do find him, he's gonna be like $5 a piece. So, but yeah, he's really essential because he's a 12k attacker when you have a Eradicator Vanguard. So yeah, but it's gonna be hard to find him.
So is it pretty much like that 12k beefsteak for Musketeers, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why for now I have Hawk Show. Hawk Show is also a 12k attacker if you retire your opponent's unit by an effect. So he goes up by +3 whenever you retire something. So I guess he could go up a lot if you do retire a lot of things in one turn, but most of the time I kind of tend to use retirement effect once per turn, and then he becomes a 12k attacker. So he's pretty much a replacement for Spark Rain Dragon, but he's doing well. And for grade 1, I run 4 Demolition Dragon, K clones. He goes up 10k when there's an Eradicator Vanguard. He is really good. I tend to make better columns with him than some other units, but yeah, he's really good in any part of the game because he's an automatic 10k pretty much all the time. So, and he's your 2-go attacker as well as a booster. So, of course, I run 4 Eradicator goals.
Gotta run them.
Gotta run 4, and especially because Eradicator name, obviously.
The Legion.
Yeah. Yep. And this is kind of a new one that came in set 11. Iron Blood Eradicator Shuki. He is a 7k booster, and his skill is that when I retire something, his attack goes up by 3. So he's pretty much similar to Hawkshow. So, but the thing about him is that he can become a potential 10k or 13k booster if you retire a lot of things in one turn. So, not just in this deck, but any deck that retires a lot of things will love this card. So, he's really versatile. I run 3 Kokaiji, the 10k booster for Eradicators. So, and the Photon Bomber Wyvern clone. So, you know, really easy to get his skill off. And now for triggers, I run. Whoops. Where did you go? Oh yeah, there it is. 7 crits and 4 Dragon Mage Eradicator and 1 more draw trigger, which is not an Eradicator, but the thing about it is that this deck doesn't really need much of a critical as it does because Descendant already gets a +1 crit, so extra draw power is good. And lastly, 4 heals. So pretty standard for triggers. But yeah, overall, this deck has been working out really well. People in my locals hate it because
What it does, right?
because they think it's stupid.
I mean, we're just basically helping Bushy Road prepare people to get more stuff when it comes out. So,
you know, when I first saw the results from the Japanese tourney results, you know, I was kind of confused as to why this thing was used so much, as well as why it was restricted. But then after playing it, I can see why, because this thing is stupid, especially. But the thing about him is that you need another Vanguard to carry him into the late game, because he's just a vanilla during the mid game. But then if you have something like Gauntlet Buster or Bounce Through Dragon during the mid game to push the opponent a lot, and then ride into him, then you pretty much got the game. So yeah, guys, if you want to see more Eradicators, then definitely leave a comment and like this video, and we'll catch you guys later.
Alright, see you.